Hi there and welcome to the third part of the video tutorial I'm doing on my transcription of Capricho Arable by Tariga into the intermediate level. So the overall key was A minor, but as we're learning from parts 1 and 2, we're changing keys, and we change key again in the third part, the C section as we call it, into A major now. So new challenges, a few more barres to play, and just some little bits to negotiate through. I'd mentioned previously that in the other videos that there are different ways of playing many things. Okay, so you'll watch videos of something that you like and you'll see different people play it different ways, different fingerings. That's the nature of the guitar. We can do that, and it's just down to you to find ways that you like. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of ways of doing different things here. Find the ways that you like. Always experiment. Don't get too hung up on an editor's fingering. So obviously put fingerings in here and suggestions. I'll always explain why I do them, but I'll also try and give you some options as well. Don't get stuck on something that's too hard. If you need to, simplify it down. And a great example is straight away in this bar 37 of how to play these notes. You can either do a partial barre, a full barre, or you can just simplify it down and take away some of the notes, so you're not trying to struggle playing too many things at one go if you find that difficult, and then just build those up and come back to them later on. So looking at bar 37, I've put an E on string 4 there in brackets, and the idea there was that if you don't want to play that and as it repeats on beat 2, then don't. If you find it too difficult, it's much simpler to be able to play just this notes like this. So we've got an A and an E, and then an A, and then the C sharp with the E, and then that A again. So that sounds quite nice. Yeah, and then we'll just move on to the next bit. That's much simpler, it's much easier, and if you're happy doing that because you're not comfortable with barres, then don't. But I'll show you another way. So I'm going to do a barre of strings 4 and 3 at fret 2, so I've got the E and the A barred, but I've lifted the barre, so I've got an open E underneath. So I've kind of bent my finger a bit there. It's okay, we can do that. Don't bend it too much because it might hurt, so if you find that it hurts, don't do it. And now if I want to play those two notes, just let me find the strings, that's it. I can do, yeah, I can do that. I'll show you a third way as well. So I'll do a 4-string barre and I'll put finger 4 on fret 5 of string 2 for that E. So now I won't play string 1 E, I'll play a string 2 E, and that means I can play those two notes again, the E and the A on strings 4 and 3. And then I just change to a 5-string barre. Yeah, for the next bit with the B and the bass there on string 2. So those 3 different ways. The easiest way first. The second way is a bit awkward if you can't bend your finger backwards, and the third way is with a barre, which probably by now you're probably starting to realise lots of pieces at this level are using barres. It's one of the features. So there's 3 options. Choose the easiest one first and then work to the others and see how you get on. Simple as that. Okay, so I'll just move on. I've moved to a 5-string barre now for the second half of this bar. Remember the sharps, C sharp, F sharp and G sharp. Then I go to this trill, because that's still under the barre, that E. Yeah, it's still there. And I'm going to play the E now on that string 2. Yeah. What have we got now? So that's quite handy having that barre there, it works quite well. Yeah. Now I've got to make it a 4-string barre for the next bar because I've got an open A and a little trill there. Here's our kind of chords again that we've been playing previously in bar 37. Bit of a change again, we've got to go back to a 5-string bar, but this all works, it's all nice and smooth. I'm going to play the B though now as fret 4 on string 3. If you find that difficult, you can actually just play that as an open B. Play open B, C sharp, but why not play the bar A? Like that, so the C, the B is on that fret 4 there. And then I've got another trill with an open string E. So what that did, that little section allowed me to just play, where is it, halfway through bar 38. I could play all that with just a 5-string bar A, and it just makes it nice and simple. I'm not kind of changing too much, having to find open strings, then go back to a part of a bar A and all this kind of stuff. It makes it much simpler, and that's the reason I do it that way. But remember, if you want to simplify things down and play open strings and you can get to them comfortably and change, then do so. You're not. It's not definitive. Too many people get stuck on editors' fingerings and thinking it's got to be played that way. It doesn't. Anyway, I digress and I move on. Bar 39. Again, I'm going to play this. I could now the actual middle note though, if you like, excuse me, is a E instead of an A. So there are different ways. I could just do the open string again and then play that E with string 4, and then I can drop a bar A down. Yeah, so I just put a normal bar A down, or I could start with the bar A like how I did before with a bent bar A, or I could play the E there with a full bar A or a 4-string bar A. Yeah, it's up to you. Now this is an awkward bit, so finger 2 goes now, I'll put first position because finger 1's going to play fret 1. B, keep that B held down as you play F sharp and G sharp. Now we're going to have to release it if I kind of do it the easier way. I've got a B, A to a B trill, G sharp, F sharp, just into the next bar. Again, there are different ways of playing this. You know, we don't even have to stay down in this position. We could move up to these positions as well, but I'm just trying to give you a way that I think is simplifying and doing it down here. There are different ways. And if you find them, great, use them. You know, it's no problem. You might be able to find a way where you can hold that B even longer. You know, just moving that finger up and then playing, and moving it down. And that meant that finger 2 stayed down. Just experiment. Okay, so now bar 40. I'm going to do my kind of bar A here. Let me just find that bar again. Yep. But I'm going to play an open B. I'm just going to do my little bent bar A on strings 5 and 4 for the B and the A. Stretch across there for that G sharp. String 4, remember it's G sharp. Moving on. Now we've got D sharp to E, G sharp to F sharp, D natural this time, to B. You could do those as slurs if you want to. Yeah, again, I've talked about this previously. If you want to add slurs in, because the original version has lots and lots of slurs marked in there. It might have done there, and I might have just forgot to put them in. I don't know. I can't quite remember now that specific bit. So if you'd like to add the slurs, yeah, it sounds great, doesn't it? Why not do them? A little bit of a repeat now in bar 41, but just P piano. So just kind of play a little bit quieter, whichever way you want to play it. Showed you how to do different variations. So they're just repeat bars and repeats again now. Okay, so now we've got a change. Halfway through bar 42, we've got this kind of diminished run. I'll show you the way I do it. So I'm just going to use all fingers to keep it simple. what have I done? I've done MA fingering here, MI, because as I change, it makes it comfortable to go MI onto the next string. So A sharp, C sharp, move over, E, G, fret 5, A sharp, fret 3 on string 3, C, fret 5 there. We'll play an open string E this time. You could play it in a different place if you want to. G natural, finger 3. And that allows me now to play that thing on that G natural. Finger 4 just walks over to G sharp in bar 43. You can see I'm just moving finger 1 from the B to the E there. Don't need to play bar A's here. Harmonic, string 6 as denoted there, fret 7. Yeah, make sure you get a nice harmonic. That mimics exactly what's happening in the original version, although obviously it's on a different string. Now we've got a rundown. C sharp, fret 9. I could do slurs here. Sorry, that was the wrong note. And I've just moved finger 1 down there from B to there. You could do slurs, you don't have to, your choice. Now I've chosen F sharp on string 2 there. I could just move finger 1 down again to F sharp there. And I think the reason I did it is just so that I can stretch finger 1 back to D sharp and do it that way. Okay, rather than, well, you can see it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's your choice. If you like the sound of the thicker strings to play some of these notes, then play them on that. Right, and then we get a big run in bar 44. It's written as triplet, so you could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and so on, and do it that way. It's fine. Here's something that my teacher, a gentleman called Gerard Cousins, who lives not far away from me in Reading in the UK. When I really was playing this and I really struggled with this timing to get these notes right, he just said, oh, well, just imagine it like this. Say these words, my Valentine. So if I start on the A on the previous bar, bar 43, on the A, and go my Valentine, my Valentine, my Valentine. Sorry, I played a wrong note there, so I'll do that again, otherwise it'll go wrong. My Valentine, my Valentine, my Valentine, my Valentine, my Valentine, my Valentine. Yeah, and it works quite well. So using that A to start with as the word my Valentine, my Valentine, and you find that works really nicely. So yeah, have fun with that. Just keep it nice and smooth, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. And I finished off with this, where did I glissando from? C sharp, yeah. And then we've got a repeat. Great, we've got a repeat for several bars now. We're just back to this, yeah, and so on, however you want to play it. That actually repeat takes us all the way up to bar 49, bar 50, where we've got this little trill. Okay, now it changes to an A major arpeggio. So if I actually put fingers 1, 2, 3 down on E, A and C sharp to play an E chord, I will form that eventually, but I'm just going to use my thumbs to do A to C sharp. Do it as a slur because that's nicer. You could use finger 3, doesn't matter, your choice. Pause on that. Okay, I'll just pause on the next note as well, I do. But so that's a really nice way of playing an arpeggio. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Bar 51. There's something similar happened in one of the previous sections to this, isn't there? So we've got this. No, it wasn't the same, but it was similar. So I'm just playing that trill at fret 5 to A to the B, open B and D's, we've got this kind of funny run again, this B, F sharp, G, A. Okay, so I'm just going to lose that B. I'm not too worried about it. I've written that as a minion, but yeah, once you're playing it to tempo, at least kind of it doesn't matter too much. We can play that as an E here or an open E. Sorry, missing a note, an A, aren't I? Okay, a little pause on that, and then this D and F sharp. Now, we've got a trill. I haven't written the trill in. I think I might have forgotten to do that. I'm not sure, but I'll put a triplet there. A D to an E to a D. But we've got to play the F sharp and E underneath that. So don't make it too fast, it's just a triplet. Okay, move the fingers down. Okay, and then the turnaround in bar 43. I put a half bar A C2 to start with, so I get an open A. Okay, there's my like bendy bar A again. You could use fingers 1 and 2, that's another option again, I perhaps didn't mention that one early on. Full bar A now, F sharp with its chord, open D, F sharp, D and B played across the strings there, fingers 1, 2, 3, little E7's chord, and then we're back to a turnaround part that we know. A, sorry. That's it, yeah, sorry. Okay, so now we go all the way back to the A section, to the symbol. What's that? What bar number is that? That's bar 15. You can see there we've got the symbol, and then at the symbol for the coda, which is at the end of bar 22, we jump to this coda part at the end here. So it's just this kind of part we just played, and then we kind of just slow everything down. Harmonics, strings 5 and 6 at fret 12, and then I just do a little half bar A at fret 5 for the C, E and A, like that. Again, that's quite nice finish on there. So there you go, quite complicated, a lot to do on that. Have fun, and I hope this has been a good video, not only for just teaching you how I transcribed these to kind of make them useful for us, so we don't have to wait till very high levels to play these songs, but also looking at those options, which use options all the time. Don't get stuck on a particular editor's fingerings. If you need to miss things out, then do so to make it simple so you can continue, and then maybe go back and learn the harder way. Okay, so good luck with that.